Hey, what's going on, guys? And it's time for another On the Bench with Pete. And today I've got a little box of stuff for me to do. Genestealers, that's what I'm going to be doing. All these guys, I'm just going to be doing them in Nagaroth Night, I believe. It's quite a really dark purple, so what I'm going to be doing there is I've got my Warmongers to be getting on with that, and as is usual, I probably won't even get through that. So let's get to it, guys. So here we are, all laid out. That's everything there. Obviously I've got three more readily done ones over here. I'll put those in just to fill my glass table palette up, so you can at least see then the whole picture. There we are. So a lot of things to get through, and I'm just going to start. Obviously here it is. It wasn't Nagaroth Night. Obviously I'm going to be using my wet palette for this because it's a batch paint. At the end of the day, that is what it is. But I'm having a cup of tea. I'm looking for a brush, thinking I need a bigger one. Now, just bear with me a moment. See if I've got a bigger brush. Okay, may change brushes during, who knows. Okay, so I'm just going to start with this one. And here we go. Start to cover him in Nagaroth Night because it's an awesome base paint. I'll just put another light on a minute there. It's an awesome base paint. Once you start laying the airbrush down, it's really cool. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done an on the bench. Actually, let's move the camera up. You see me doing it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done an on the bench, and I think I'm starting to get behind on the Space Hulk now. So these Genestealers base coated in Nagaroth. Thought did occur to me to airbrush this base coat on, but I thought, nah, stuff it. I wanna do it by hand. I think the base coating is quite relaxing when you're doing it, and I've got to avoid stress now. I'll more about that later. Actually, let's talk about it now. So I had a bit of a health scare recently. I went to my chemist to pick up some medication. You see, that was time we did a check on you, doing like a 12-monthly check, and he did my blood pressure, and they put the fear of God on me. So this is alarmingly high. You need to contact your doctor straight away. So I was like, wow, so I've never had high blood pressure before in my life. And I'm thinking at this point it's probably a result of the inactivity, and my activity has kind of come to a standstill, and the bad eating habits I've picked up in the last certainly within the last 6 months or so, I would say. Was he ready for that? Yeah. Anyway, I went back. Well, I went to my doctor's today, and I saw the nurse there who dealt with the blood pressure. She took my blood pressure a few times. So yes, it was a bit high, and they want me to have one of those 24-hour heart monitors to get some better results. and to change my lifestyle. Which I thought, well, yeah, I'm not gonna ignore advice that's given me like that. You know, it's either cut out salt and tomato sauce or die kind of thing, and then I'll cut it out. You know what I mean? I Yeah, I like my salt. Well, I used to, but no more. No more salt. No more crisps. That's the main culprit. Crisps, butter, and salt for me. Oh, toasted crumpets with salted butter and crisps. Yeah, that's a hearty breakfast. It's a heart attack waiting to happen, basically. So, or a stroke, I suppose. Anyway, I said, "Oh, I suppose I'm in my heart attack years," and she said, "Well, no, you're not yet, actually, but you ain't gonna die just yet, so you know, nothing to worry too much about. But you do need to change your lifestyle." That's fair enough. I thought that's fair enough. I can live with that. Especially that brings me on to, I'm sorry to be all doom and gloom, but it's just a bit of real life, well, a bit of life that's been getting in the way lately. My poor old great niece, well, poor old, she's young, she's like 6 years old. She had to have an 8-hour heart operation the other day, or last week. She's had heart problems since she was born. So, did loads of operations, but this was like a really, really big one. Of course, everybody's all worried about it, and to make matters worse, her mum went to see her one day last week. Came out of the hospital and collapsed. Had a tumour on her brain. They rushed her to the hospital next door, and she had loads of hours of surgery, but she never came around. So unfortunately, she lost her mum, and that's an awful thing to deal with. So to say like avoid stress is a little hard, because that stresses me out, you know. And it's frustrating not being able to do anything. She wants to come down here as well. She likes coming down. She idolises my daughter, and like tries to copy her in everything she does. My great niece. Yeah, so I'm a great uncle, you see. I was actually an uncle when I was 5 or 6. I can't remember now what age. You know, sorry to be all doom and gloom there. But if you have noticed a slight ebb in my enthusiasm lately, that's why. It's real life for you, I guess. Life hits home how precious life is and how easily it's snuffed out. You know, every day, every moment could be your last, and you should treat it as if it was, because one day, every day, you should treat every day as your last day on Earth, because one day it will be. That's a good philosophy to live by, I think. That's what I'm going to do now. So I've done my exercises today, and I've walked the dogs around the valley. It's good exercise. I've completely cut out salt and crisps and sauce, table sauce. So that's high in salt. And I'm looking at all the foods now, and for their salt content. Plus, we're going to be starting swimming once a week as of next week. So that'll be good. Anyway, hope this angle's okay, by the way. I know I'm always changing camera angles and setups. It's almost how I have it set up to do tutorials, but just less zoomed in. I love the poses of these Genestealers. I think they're amazing. I'm going to use them in my 40k games. Whether I'm going to rebase these, I don't know. So some of them have got like elongated bases, so I'm not sure. See if I can just put them on a normal size base. That'd be cool. Yeah, green stuff it a bit. I don't know. Maybe I can. Let's push that one back. Yeah. Oh, that's a cool one. On a piece of part of the ship. Yeah, that's really cool. Some really good poses. Pity you can't buy Genestealers in different poses like this. That would be good. Yeah, what else are we doing? Oh, I'm thinking of taking up some exercise class up the road for me that they do in the local church hall on a Friday. I'll check that out. When I go to church on Sunday, I might pick up a leaflet, see what the classes and times entail. See what they can offer me. And yeah, so it's a complete lifestyle change, and it is a lifestyle change. But change is better than dying, right? You know, people fob it off so all the time. They go, oh yeah, I know that's bad for you. Yeah, really bad for you. And some people, and my hat goes off to them, live by it. Others like me don't. They just ignore it and think, well, you know, I'll be alright. But obviously, I've reached that age now where it's not alright. I'm not burning out the energy that I'm getting from the food. Well, I never really ate that much anyway. I used to eat a lot years ago, but then I suppose I was exercising a lot more. But anyway, my wife's on holiday next week, which is going to be fantastic. She's hoping to finish her book. And it's just a case of editing all the chapters, embellishing on it, and you know, checking for typos and so on. Because I mean, you just got to get the story out there first of all, right? And then we'll look into releasing it. So that'll be good. Amazing story. Werewolves, vampires, all that kind of stuff, mages in it. It's just really cool. All the sort of stuff I like. I'm glad there's a few of these Genestealers like in this particular pose, because I just can't wait to see these on the tabletop, or even in just playing Space Hulk when they're running towards you. It's gonna look awesome. I may have to restock this wet palette. I can pop him back in there. I'll move him along. There we go, that's all I'll do. So a sip of tea a moment. Oh, I didn't check the time when I started. I'll say it was quite past. This one running along, I'm crouched down. Loving these poses. Absolutely loving it. I'm going to talk about subscribers for a moment. And I don't mean you guys personally, I mean numbers of subscribers. Do you ever get, like, you have a number of subscribers, say you had 200 subscribers, and for no reason at all it will just go to 199, and then back up to 200 again, and then back to 1. I mean, what is that about? You look through and you can't see any different. You go, oh no, I haven't offended anybody, so I haven't put anything up on that particular day. Yes, I don't know, they're going through seeing something you did do and were offended. Don't know, it's odd. Very odd. Can't work that out. Yes. Oh, we're going to definitely have to get some more Niagara Night on this wet pad. I'm using it up here. Yeah. I don't need it on the backs, which is cool. So, there we go. And I'll break out the airbrush for the second stage of these guys. And that'll be cool. When I do that, I'm using Demonic Skin by Minotaur. That's what I'll be using. Yeah, let me just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to grab some more Nagaroth Knight. But yeah, it's good. Finish up the old factions. I don't mean the old factions, I mean finishing up factions and you get them away. Either put them in the box or on the shelf. It's a good feeling, you know. Very good feeling. Moving on. Awesome feeling. Right, I'll use paint that's left on this brush to paint this Genestealer here. Rather than waste it if I stick it in the water pot. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. Sorry for my broken speech, my forge. Once my great niece has recovered well enough, I'm going to get her down here because that's what she wanted to do this summer anyway. I'm just going to get her down here, or we'll go up there and we'll spend some time together. I think she wants to go on the train, so that's part of the appeal. Train down to Plymouth. Pity it's not sunny. We actually packed our pool away, so it should start getting sunnier again now. No stuff. I'm sick of looking at it filling up with rain all the time. No fun in that. Right, so I've painted that Genestealer with the paint I had left over, so that's that. Good. Right, where were we? I'll do this one here. This isn't bad actually, we get through these quite quickly. But that's alright, I've got my Legion of Everblight Warmongers to do once this is done. I'm going to decide what they're based. So mostly armour, a bit of skin. That's nice and easy. Oh, that's actually a bit of a broken sword on the base of this one. You probably can't see that in there, but some of these bases offer a great variety, so you can't get bored with these. It's nice doing Genestealers purple. Well, painting a Tyranid purple, it's just nice, you know. White or sepia or cracked leather or whatever it is, jaundice on top to get that kind of dark skin tone. Yeah, liking it a lot. Okay, so really getting through these, huh? Now this one's very ornate, like crawling down the wall here. It's good because you've got more to do when you paint it. Well, it's good and bad, I suppose. Bad because it takes longer, but the end result will be so much more worth it. I don't mind. I really don't mind. So at the end of the day, it just looks fantastic. I've also got my Signar army arrived today, yay, or the beginnings of my Signar army. So I'll be doing an unboxing of that at some point as well. And they sent me a suite as well, the company. Gesture good. That's good because I bought some paints from the same company, Signar paint. Because I want to paint them standard colours, you know. Whereas I like doing some of that with 40k, and I also like doing my own colours as well with things. But this I want to kind of stick to what's proper if I can. And if I can't, well, whatever. My Legion of Everblight isn't proper, just how I think it should be. Blues mostly. Very pale skins. Alright, yeah, so he's been done. And he's been done. Okay. So we've got some very interesting poses here. One's coming out the ground, actually. Oh, that's cool. Or was it two? But I am looking forward to doing some Space Hulk back wraps, as well as 40k ones. I mean, things like Space Hulk and Zombicide, I can do here, even Hordes and War Machine, you know, because smaller tables, right? I'm thinking of seeing if I can set up a smaller table in here. Might try that. Oops, paint splashing everywhere. God damn it. Yeah, I might try that next week if I can. Yeah, feel like a decent game of Zombicide. Actually, I haven't played it for a while. But what with real life getting in the way? To avoid stressful situations. Well, Zombicide is kind of stressful, but fun stressful. Move that out of the way there, pop that one back there. Bring that one forward. Fun, yeah, it's fun, stressful, and painting is very relaxing, actually. My daughter's just been away on a holiday camp, and she's come back. She seems a lot more relaxed than she was when she went away. Which is good, that's healthy. We live too much a stressful life in this day and age, I feel. Sorry if I've gone off camera there. Guy fell over. Alright. So we good to get this done, this space. Then I can zoom through with the next layer with the airbrush whenever I do that. And then it's just some highlights, and then they start looking really good, I think. But they'll probably be at the same stage as the Terminators. Dun, dun, dun. Right. I'll just do this bit here, and then I'll get some more paint on the palette. Yes, Nagaroth Knight. Very nice paint. Love the way it goes on. Okay. Let's pop him right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more, no, 6 with this fellow here. More to go. Let's get some more paint. No paint left on that brush then. Twirled it just right. Different, I can't say the same for my hands though, they're getting covered. Well, there you go. So, yeah. I'm wondering, guys, and I'm wondering if you can help me on this. I know not a lot of people watch these all the way through. Well, some of you do. Well, that's fine. But I'm wondering if you can help me out. So I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm not a technophobe, but I'm a little bit of a dinosaur when it comes to technology and things, as my recent hangout might have proved. But I'm wondering, what other platforms can I promote Mini Warzone on? So I've got Facebook, I've got Twitter, and I have YouTube. So I'm wondering, I'm doing a website as well. I haven't spent much time on that though. I can then link my YouTube videos onto the website. That'd be good. I think once you get 500 subscribers, you can have a custom URL, can't you? Which would be good. And then I can get some business cards done. And I'll sort of hand them out left, right, and centre then. Okay. Yeah, but I'm wondering what other platforms I can promote Mini Warzone on. Obviously, I want to get as popular as possible. Go back to the whole subscriber thing. I know it's views that count, but it's nice to have a lot of subscribers, isn't it? You know, it is a nice feeling. Self-gratification makes me feel good, and I love getting the comments back from my subscribers. Yeah, it makes it all worthwhile doing these videos. I mean, I love doing the videos, don't get me wrong, but when I get good comments and feedback, that just makes my day, you know. Which brings me on to the subject of Mini Wargamer J. Now, in his last painting with J, he said something which shocked me a bit, which is most unlike him. Well, he said, because normally he'll say something along the lines of, look, he says it all the time, he'll say, I just want to do this for a living, guys, you know, and I can do this out, just make videos full time, blah blah blah, for your entertainment and enjoyment, blah 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 blah. But this time he didn't. He said, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this for. Looks like I'm gonna have to get another job because not making ends meet, kind of thing. Well, you know, doing the videos is costing him money. Well, he's not doing too badly though, I'm thinking. He's got his Patreon, he's got his Warp. I wouldn't mind being in his position. Wouldn't mind it at all. Yeah. He did say there's a couple of the WGC members at the Gen Con, which were kind of talking down to him. Talking down to him a little bit, which is a shame because he's actually quite a good painter. I think. I think his work is good. I mean, maybe not to everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy his work. I enjoy his videos. What more can I say? He's inspired me to do a lot of mine, like P&Q was inspired from Q&J, for example. I watched that, I thought that's an enjoyable series, I like that. I will do the same. And actually, on the bench with Pete, this series here, although it kind of mirrors painting with Jay, I didn't actually get the idea from that. It was actually when Ash was still working for Mini Wargaming, and he used to say at the end of everything, what have I got on the bench this week? And it was going to be something like that. But it turned into something where I'm actually painting, so I just thought, I can make a video and I can get some stuff painted too. So, you know, kind of the most profitable, I put my teeth in and start again. So it's kind of the most profitable video for me to make, if you know what I mean. That makes sense. There's 2 left and I'm running out of Negaroth Night here. Don't really want to put another load up, just a couple of figures here. Let's see if we can. See if we can stretch it out here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so it's going to be autumn to start my Signar army. I have to get myself some tokens for it. I can see that. and I can then even do warmer hordes here at home, you know. I don't even need to go to the club to do it then, because I have everything I need here. Okay, so we're on our last guy, or our last Genestealer guy. I can't believe I said guy, it's a bloody monster, like, you know. Let's go have a little more here. Nagaroth Knight. Yeah, this is a good one. He's kind of holding, I don't know what he's holding, a part of a servitor or something. I'm thinking, I have apothecaries in Warhammer, and I went to see one yesterday, didn't I? Because isn't apothecary another name for a chemist, or an old name for a chemist? And they used to call them apothecaries. I think they did. Use a lot of Latin in Warhammer, which is cool. I love Latin. It sounds so awesome. It's the most awesome sounding language that I've ever heard, I think. So I think this will be my Genestealers. How awesome is that? Last bit there, come on. That's my Genestealers all base coated then, and there they are. That's all the paint finished from there. Dropping brushes and things. Okay, so that's that. Now I've got to work out what I'm going to do with these fellows, these warmongers. I can move some of these back. These are drying already. That's how hot it is here. The temperature is so warm, things are drying. It's probably humid as well, so I don't know, maybe it won't dry. Although that's evidence that it is. I don't know. Shut up, Pete. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Just having some tea, because I've allowed a few cups of tea a day. About 6, I think she said. So that's got caffeine in it. It's not a lot of caffeine. So I'm looking at these guys. So, yeah. Now, do I do my base coat? Gunmetal or lead belcher? Questions. Don't think iron breaker's the way to go. I don't think so. It's a little bit. No, I think we'll go with that. Or should we go with lead belcher? Lead belcher is the darker, for sure. It surely is. think we're going to go with lead belcher. A little tiny bit of fluid in that because there's a lot of recesses in there. Okay. I'm just mixing the lead belcher. And then put this box out of the way. Take our Warmongers and paint. Yeah. Lead belch is good for armour, you know. It's how I highlight it. Then I want it to be quite highlighted. He's got, is that hair or chainmail on him? There's chainmail over his head there. And this. Make sure we get all the chain. Yeah, once you put a bit of Nuln Oil over it, it looks really cool. Yes, our Warmongers. Might have to go over this once I check the picture, and I'll double check. Probably double check the book as well. There's some areas are skin, I know that. But we're gonna have to have a look here now to see this one. I think that's skin on there. Bit hard to tell, you know. Yeah, I think that's skin. But that's definitely not skin. Then if I just go over it. I think I've got an airbrush version of this. Should probably be easier. But that works for on the bench. Anybody else into Mars anomalies? What's up in the sky 37? I love watching all this stuff about Mars. The latest pictures that have come back from Mars. Well, tell me that there wasn't if you tell me there was never a civilization, past civilization on Mars, I just don't believe you. The stones are cut too well. And nature just does not do that. Right angles and it's just. And if you look at the picture, it looks like something from an archaeological expedition or something. That's what it looks like. And that's what I would say it was if I didn't know it wasn't Earth. There we are. Well, there's a lot of armour on him there. Huge amount. It's going to be the same with this guy. initially it takes shape quite quickly, but when you then come to do all the highlights and things, it takes ages. But yeah, Mars. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Orcs. Looking forward to starting my orcs soon. Well, as you know, I had some through via eBay already. I've got like a orc boy on a bike. With gun on. I don't know the rules for orcs, so I'll check all that. And I've got that open topped buggy thing. So I've got to get another wheel for, which I've ordered. So wheel is on the way. Put some sort of jacket on that. We'll be in good shape. Loads of armour here. Armour is good. It's good to do. Once this is done and things slow down, it'll be the same with the Genestealers once I've done the airbrush. It's like on my Terminators now, I've got to do the eye lenses. It just takes ages. Because I like to do on these guys, I'm doing 3 colours in the eye. I want to get it looking good, you know, as good as I can anyway. So we're just painting up these guys. I'm suspecting the Age of Sigmar models will be similar because a lot of them are all gold mostly, aren't they? And I'm going to be doing those. Attributor gold, attributor armour on those ones to have some of that there. I think you can buy it as an aerosol, but yeah, I'll understand more. I'll imagine more and think of the various nuances of the models and how to play them as I'm painting it by hand more than if I do it with an aerosol. I think that's him. And this guy here, tons of armour on his arm there. Loads of chainmail here. Once I do straps, it'll look a lot better. At the moment, it just looks like a blobby mess, you know. Which it would. I'm beginning to see where the skin is on these guys now. So that's cool. These armour bits done here, the bottom of the arms. And we'll be in good shape. Get the null oil on these babies. They'll be looking really good. I suspect these are going to be in sort of models because they're a bit blobby now. They won't look cool if you put the final touches to the bases. I'll be doing snow obviously because the Legion of Everblight, or at least some snow. I don't know exactly what they're, but yep. There. We don't need to cover it exactly because armour's going to have bits of black on it anyway. So there. That covers my Genestealers in their base coat of Nagaroth Light and my Legion of Everblight Warmongers in the Lead Belcher. So I'm going to stop it now. So there we are. Thanks once again for joining me on this On the Bench repeat episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got as much done as I did, or more. Because I feel I've got tons of work done there. Just even though it's just base coating. But thank you for painting along with me, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, all brushes lead to war.